Hi, welcome to a new episode of The Young and the Restless. I apologize for being missing for 3 days. You know, shows are getting somewhat, I wouldn't say boring, but the motivation to watch a show isn't there that much these days. But whenever I get a chance to watch, I will give you all the recap. So today we open up at Society with Victor and Adam discussing McCall. Then Jack and Billy enters the building and they walk right into Victor and Adam, and Jack and Victor trade shots while Adam and Billy trade shots. Then Victor calls out Jack for being hilarious for marrying or being engaged to a woman like Diane. And Billy drags Adam for being lackadaisical at Jabot while he has turned things around the time that he's there. Over at the athletic club, we see Audra is sitting there eating, and then Nate comes down and Audra invites Nate for food. But it seems like Nate already had plans because Vic then arrives and Vic tells Audra that they have to go up to the Newman suite to do some work, and they go upstairs. Then we see Tucker comes on and calls out Audra for losing the plot. Then we go over to the Rants and we see Sharon and Faith talk, and then Sharon gets on the edge about Cameron. Faith wants to go out about Genoa City to visit friends, but Sharon is worried about it. Faith then says she's only going over to the tack house to see the baby. But then as Faith opens the door to leave, she screams. And then we see that it's Faith's cat that's laying there dead on the doorway. Then Sharon says that she will call Chance and she demands Nate to go call Nick. Over at the Abbott house, we see Summer comes downstairs and there's an awkward moment between her and Kyle while she tells him good morning. And Kyle is clearly upset at Summer and tells her to come clean and tell him the truth. Summer says that he already know the truth. It seems like Kyle somehow followed Summer and found out that Phyllis is alive and Summer was accommodating her at the athletic club. Kyle then asks how long has Summer known that Phyllis was alive, and Kyle finds out that she saw Phyllis yesterday. Summer says that it was a first time that she saw Phyllis, and apparently Kyle was following her, and says that based on Summer's reaction, she had known that Phyllis was alive before and in town. This wasn't her first time seeing her, and Kyle calls out her for hiding things from him. Then we see Jack says that he won't let Victor get to him and his happiness. Then Billy takes a dig at Adam again. Then we see Chance arrives and says that he will take the cat in for examination. Then we see Nick arrives and we see Nick and Sharon believes that it was Cameron, and Nick runs off to find Cameron on the property. Chance begs him to leave it to the police, but Nick, always trying to be the hero, runs off. Back at Society, Jack and Billy discuss Victor and Ashley and him having troubles with them lately. And then we find out that apparently Ashley announced her marriage to Tucker will be soon at the house. And then we see Tucker calls Audra out for not getting her way with Nate. And she brags about getting to the top of Newman Media spot. And this has Tucker curious. Then upstairs we see Vic and Nate get into action. And they discuss work while making out. Adam and Victor then discuss him leaving Jabot, and Victor wants to drop ideas to Adam for McCall, but Adam doesn't want his ideas. Back at the Abbott house, Cal demands to see Summer's phone to prove that she had no contact or communication with Phyllis prior, and she hands him the phone. And Cal finds texts from unknown numbers and says that based on the text, Daniel's story doesn't add up. So Summer was the one who must have met up with Phyllis before. Carl put everything together and calls out Summer for lying for Phyllis, and then Summer cries and says that she's sorry. Then Carl calls out Summer for lying for months about the situation and sacrificing his mother. He gets pretty angry and continues to yell. Then we go back to society, and Billy wants him and Jack to stop Ashley from marrying Tucker. Billy thinks that Tucker is driving Ashley to do the coup. But then Jack says that they have nothing in common, their relationship won't last. Unlike him and Diane, Billy thinks that Ashley has something up her sleeves with the marriage to Tucker. Adam tells Victor he wants to sell off majority of the music department at McCall and put McCall into straight media competition. And Victor doesn't like that this is in competition for Newman Media. Nick then returns as Sharon and says that Cameron is long gone. We see Faith is devastated about losing the cat, and Chance is hesitant about the whole case, but Nick and Sharon is certain that it's Cameron. Chance says that he cannot move forward with direct evidence. Victor lets Adam know that he doesn't want the family feud. He doesn't want him to go after Newman Media. Audra tells Tucker that the closer Vic and Nate gets is the better for her game plan, and Tucker thinks that she is falling for Nate even though she is scheming at the same time. Tucker hints to Audra that he has a golden opportunity staring in front of him. So Jack and Billy may be right. Back at Abbott House, Summer pleads and begs Kyle to forgive her, but Kyle is pretty upset about Summer. Back at society, Jack and Billy continue to discuss Ashley and believes that she's been manipulated by Tucker, and says that Ashley isn't even getting a prenup before the marriage, and Billy is worried that Ashley may put Tucker on the board as a family member if they get married. Then Tucker could use his charm and scheme away the company. Back at society, Audra questions what Tucker is up to, but he leaves, and then we see Victor sees them. Kyle lets Summer know that he doesn't accept her justification, and Summer continues to cry and apologize, but Kyle isn't having it and calls Summer selfish. Chance questions why hasn't Cameron been picked up at the cameras. Then Nick reveals that probably because he is wearing a disguise as a Newman security. Apparently they found a guard tied up and drugged out last night at Newman, and Chance questions why he is just hearing about it. Chance then gets a text saying that the cat was indeed poisoned. Back at society, Victor and Audra talk about Tucker, then they talk about Nate, and Audra gusses about Nate. Then we see Nate and Vic come downstairs and leave, and Billy and Jack plan to protect Ashley and Jabo from Tucker. Then Summer begs Kyle for forgiveness. Kyle isn't interested and he walks out on her, but Summer tells him not to tell anyone about her mom being in town, and Kyle claims that she is still defending Phyllis is atrocious. Then Shan says that there is no proof yet to arrest Cameron for the prize poisoning, and says that he will do some investigating. Sharon believes that Cameron is inside the house, and she expressed that to Nick. Nick then leaves again to go find Cameron. Thanks for watching. Bye.